Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From the post-millennial, Washington Post repeats Antifa talking points in article about the shooting of Antifa killer. A recent article by the Washington Post took aim at the attempt by the police to arrest cold-blooded killer Michael Forrest Reinoehl, which ended with Reinoehl drawing... Jesus Christ, that was a tongue twister. Reinoehl drawing a weapon and subsequently being fatally shot by law enforcement officers. The headline of the story was, "Police shot Portland slaying suspect without warning or trying to arrest him first," witnesses say. The article takes issue with the officers on the scene, saying that a lone witness has come forward to contradict everybody else's versions of the story. Apparently, according to the Washington Post, but then again, this is kind of on course with the mainstream media as of late, in which they take the words of anonymous witnesses, anonymous leakers, anonymous witnesses, and things like that as gospel, and the overwhelming majority of the evidence saying that it's false as wrong. They are, in hindsight, they are kind of reminding me of the anti-vaxxers that I used to debate or talk to. They kind of have disappeared as of late, but then again, they had a small appearances due to the Wuhan virus. But anyway, in which the anti-vaxxers, when you show us the amount of evidence saying that the vaccines are 100% safe, they'll then focus on the outlier, like show a curve showing, look at that, showing the amount of evidence. Here are the evidence saying that the vaccines are safe, this and this, and then they focus on the outlier. Oh look, there's one study. Those thousands and thousands of studies saying the vaccines are safe are false. This outlier here is the true one. Woo! That's the type of deal. Or pulling a Kamala Harris. Oh, I'm not going to take a vaccine by Trump. This is exactly the same thing. Holy shit, there's a goddamn fly over here. Anyway, back to the news. The headline of the story was, "Police shot Portland slaying suspect without warning or trying to arrest him first," witness say. The article takes issue with the officer on the scene, said the lone witness has come forward to contradict everybody else's version of the story. Reinoehl identified himself as a member of Antifa and appears to have undertook the killing of Aaron J. Danielson on August 29th with the intention of furthering Antifa goals. Danielson, who had been wearing a Patriot prayer hat, was ideologically on the side of law and order and not Antifa. In fact, according to Nate Dingus, holy shit, you couldn't make up his name. Hey, Dingus, are you gonna believe a Dingus? Reinoehl was clutching a cell phone and eating a gummy worm as he walked to his car outside an apartment complex in Lacey, Washington. That's when officers opened fire without first announcing themselves or trying to arrest him. Dingus, a 39-year-old who lives in an apartment complex, said in a statement shared with the Washington Post. Dingus' account of the September 3rd fatal shooting, first reported by the Oregonian, contradicts details offered by the federal authorities, who said Reinoehl, 48, pulled the gun as members of the fugitive task force tried to arrest him. Two other witnesses also told the Olympian they had seen Reinoehl fire a weapon at police. That is to say, the Washington Post itself states in its own article that all of the law enforcement officials present plus two other witnesses have the exact same story regarding the death of Michael Forrest Reinoehl, that he drew a weapon and the officers then fired. That lone witness, Dingus, has a unique and questionable version of the story. The much more credible version of the story, which everyone else who was at the scene corroborates, is that Reinoehl was fleeing law enforcement and leaving his hideout, so the police arrived and drew his weapon first before being shot. Reinoehl confessed in an interview with Vice magazine that he shot Danielson. Yes. They actually prefer to believe in anonymous sources one outlier, Mr. Dingus, over the actual evidence that multiple witnesses and the police officers who all corroborate. They all have the same story, but apparently that's bad. But you prefer to believe the outlier because it supports your narrative. Aren't they a bit of a bunch of dinguses? And by the way, you couldn't possibly make up the name. Seriously, is this guy actually trolling or something? Nate Dingus? With the name. I'm sorry. This is a quick video because this is hilarious. You could pick this up. It's kind of like a made up name, but then again, allegedly, I'm disavowing. It's a joke. It's purely coincidental. Nothing more. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Oh, good night.